A workshop was organized at the University of Mauritius to celebrate World Press Freedom Day. The theme was mainly on disinformation, which reflects a key concern in society driven by digital media. The first session consisted of moderators and panelists who discussed on the state of information, communication and data in Mauritius. To set the scene, Mrs. Nahainen presented some numbers about digital usage and some statistics as well concerning false or misleading information about selected topics. Answering to the question asked by Mrs. Chanmetu, Mr. Debi Singh highlights about the complaints they receive at the ICTA.
The same trend in Mauritius in terms of the complaints pertaining to online social media. But then when it comes to disinformation particularly, this is not the case as we see elsewhere, because most of the complaints that we entertain pertains to abusive content, most of them. Maybe in the complaint there is some degree of disinformation into that, but then the number of complaints that we entertain mostly is abusive content. In terms of volume, for this year up to now, we have received around 50 complaints.
He added that the ICTA does not have the power of investigation as the matter has to be referred to the police.
Even if we were given the power of investigation under this act, I don't think that this will have solved our problem. Because the nature of the internet is so that when a crime is committed on the internet, it can be committed anywhere in the world. So the police is facing the same problem of how do they tackle these issues of cybercrime, because somebody in another country can be committing the crime and the victim will be in Mauritius. So how to tackle this problem? It's a very difficult problem in terms of the legal traditional way of doing things.
Mrs. Madab elaborated on technology and human rights in Mauritius.
I get very emotional when I see the level of ignorance, especially not only in Mauritius, but everywhere, with regard to the focus on technology, the focus on technological laws, and the neglect of human rights laws brought in equilibrium to technological laws. When I talk about technological laws, it's actually what has been referred to previously, digital services, online safety. Very good initiatives. But the focus should be primarily on human rights.
Mr. Mutusami commented on the RSF ranking, saying,
What I'd like to say on this RSF ranking, it's also what they say today is that it's not because there are free media in Mauritius, because the media today can publish. We have representatives of the mainstream media here and the written press, the radio and electronic media. There is the state-run media. The private media can write, can publish, but it's the environment that makes it difficult.
he added that media sources might bring disinformation.
It's not just about the media, it's also we're working in another kind of environment where we have media sources who may be those who bring in this disinformation.
He further said that we need to support mainstream media over social media.
The other thing is there is social media all around mainstream media, and I would like here to say that we need to support the mainstream media.
It was indeed an insightful discussion on countering disinformation. The event ended with the pledge on countering disinformation.